You can see that's fun. Or maybe that's for Betsy. Hello, Dawn. Welcome aboard. Oh, I see. I see. You're saying Kamala Lears. Is that what you're trying to do? I'm not sure, but hello, Christopher Robinson. Buenos dias, Ramon. Hi. So yeah, we've got a good show. I'm wearing my Cameleers shirts. Still trying to figure out how to sell those on the website. That's going to happen. It's going to happen. It just, when is it going to happen? Well, we don't know the answer to all of the questions. We only know the answer to some of the questions, and that's not one of the questions that I know the answer to. So what do we got for today? I've got gift opening. I've got the fun meter. We had a nice Bible story yesterday. I have to say that this Varinus has really, it's amazing how few things I think is a lot to have to do in one day. And so today I have, let's go back over today for me personally. Today I've taken the car in for an estimate after the rear end collision. Someone rear-ended me and Fanula on, what day was that? Sunday. And nothing serious, but there was a little bit of damage. So I'm getting an estimate for that. I've done that today. I have had a handyman come out, finish some handiwork, doing a little drywall repair. So even though I didn't even do that work, but I did have to call a guy. I had to have him come out here. I had to have him look at the problem. Had to have him assess it. Had to agree with his assessment. Had to decide, seems like he's charging me a fair price, and he did a great job. And so that's underway. Flavia, yes, just like Christmas. Hello, Jake. Zapp's Potato Chips, you're a fan? I am a fan. Why is there a message on the bag? Do not sell in California. I am not sure. I do know that you can buy Zaps here in California. I think they sell them somewhere in I think they sell them somewhere at Costco, maybe. Laura, hello, Cameleers. Yeah, I can sell these on eBay, as can all of you. Once you buy them from me, you can sell them wherever you want. Clinton, Wednesdays, you are right. And Ramon, that's a lawyer trick. Always ask questions that you know the answer to. That is the best kind of question to ask. Now, while we're waiting for Belinda, I know it's a bit of a breach of protocol, but I could read this. I could read the letter from my aunt that went with the letter from my grandmother yesterday. But Belinda's here, and guess who else is here? We have a little guest. Belinda has got a great. I see you're late because you were preparing.
Yeah, Mummy did some rib. Come here, Olive.
And we've got a guest. Our guest. Come on. Oh, Olive.
Yeah, you got to pick her up because she doesn't. I don't think she should be on the floor for the show.
Oh, she wants to.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Come on, let me
just you up. Yeah. Okay, and then you can put her on my knee because it's probably easier.
Here you go. Here you go. Oh, Olive's here.
Say
Olive's
hi
here.
to everybody, sweetheart.
Olive's here. Olive's here. Settle down, Olive. It's okay, honey.
Yeah. This is not the easiest chair to have the doggy on, but there we go. We're both on the wheelchair.
Olive's on board.
Okay, yeah, we've got Olive. We've got Olive for a few days, which is really nice. Yes.
Wow.
I realised I forgot to bring my glasses, so I've got a hat and a wig on, but everything is, well, it's not quite a blur, but yes, it's a little bit blurry.
Dana says he uninstalled and installed a dishwasher today. Congratulations, and
Gosh.
also getting the order right. Very good work. You want to uninstall the old one, then install the new one.
Yes. Well, only a handyman like
Well
you,
done.
darling, would know how to do that, right?
Well, me and Dana. And Dana, I do have this lovely package from you here that I'd like to open in your presence and express my gratitude, because I think you and I know what's in it, but everyone else doesn't. So thank you for this, Dana. And it's not just.
Oh.
It's this lovely shirt.
The Iowa guy.
Just an Iowa guy in a California world. So thank you for that, Dana.
Have you put, is Iowa inside California?
Yeah, see, the Iowa is right inside the California. I don't think that's actual size, but what a nice shirt. And you had emailed me about that, and I said I was definitely into it. So I'll be wearing.
Well, I have to say, our t-shirt collection has really.
The t-shirt game has really gone up since Varinus.
Oh my God, I just go. I mean, I wore the F-bomb T-shirt all day yesterday, and I will be wearing it again ASAP.
Yeah.
It will be, yes. It'll
So
be in
I want to say
rotation.
thank you to that, Dana. And this was sent July 21st, so that's how long it's been since I've been to the P.O. box. Here's a copy of my elephant adventure in its U form that doesn't require a computer. So thank you. I can't wait to read this, Dana. So many of our viewers are also creative and
Writers.
artistic and writers themselves.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, Dana.
Yeah.
That's very nice. That's very nice.
And you've got your Humpday T-shirt on for Humpday, I see. Humpity Humps.
Keys is saying maybe with the money we get from the shirts, we could buy some chairs. But sadly, Keys, I like these chairs.
Yeah, these are his office chairs of
Well,
choice.
we're the same height now. I like the wheelchair for my office chair, and then this stool
God,
is
the
good because
wheelchair.
it can move in and out of this zone.
Yeah. Well, the problem is there's no back on it. I like to slouch and sort of, lie down on a chair and really kind of. Oh, that's for
So
me.
that's that. Oh, so
You
yeah.
gonna open that?
I haven't seen Julie here yet today, so if she's not here, I don't want to open the thing from her. All right, here we go.
Who's that from?
This is from the AARP.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like,
Because
yeah,
I've joined the
you
ARP,
joined? Oh,
and
right.
look at this awesome trunk organizer they've sent me. It's refrigerated, so you can go to the grocery store, you can leave the groceries in the cart, bring them to the car, put them in this, and then carry them into the house in this. Or we can use this in our new van life adventure that we're going to be having.
Or you could make it into a hat, an accordion.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, there you go. Keep it on. You look like the Flying Nun. We're a good.
Let's see what the AARP says here. Enjoy your free membership gift. The gift is just the beginning.
Yeah.
My membership card is mailed separately, and I think it's actually over there somewhere. But
Weren't you trying really hard not to be
I
in the
was,
AARP?
but I mean, they really put up a good fight. And 10 years in, I had to say, I wanted to surrender.
You surrendered.
Because there's many discounts that we can get. Healthcare kind of discounts and also travel adventure kind of discounts.
Oh, well, yes,
Yeah.
because we're about to be, we're going to become van people.
Yeah, I've just got off the phone with
We're going to live in a van and we're going to travel around. And I've never seen Colorado or Montana, which is sort of crazy because I love beautiful scenery. And I think they'd like me in Montana. Don't you agree, guys? I'll just take a nice selection of wigs. I'll be friendly but firm. That was the advice in. Did anyone see that fantastic movie in the when was it? Was it in the? Must have been the end of the 80s, Cherry 2000. Melanie Griffiths plays a bounty hunter in it. I love that
that's Cherry
movie.
3000. I don't think
2000, Cherry 2000.
I have that. If you'd like to watch it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I don't think you're going to like it as much as you think you're going to like it.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe to be
Okay.
young and
So,
smoked a little.
Scott Smith is,
Hooch.
I think, got the joke of the day. This is the daily medication organizer for AARP.
Oh my God.
So this
Yeah.
is where I
No,
put my
put it
vitamins.
on
This is
as
where I
a
put my
hat.
heart
I
pills.
really like
and
it
this
as
is
a
where I
flat-
put the pills that make me happy in this one here. Remember my
just-
grandmother was taking 4
Yes,
pills a
I
day
know.
to make her
4
happy.
pills. Yeah, that's a lot of pills that you would be putting in there. I'd be slightly nervous of a man who took that many pills.
Now I've also
a day.
got this package here from Tommy, and he's in the City of Industry. So thank you, Tommy. And I'm not sure if it's a Tommy that I know or a Tommy that I don't know.
And
but-
if it's okay to open it on the show.
well, yes, it could be real real problem.
Yeah.
It could be. So this is from Tommy, and it is a it's a cosmic tank top, and I think that must be for Fanula, don't you think?
Oh, that she ordered that.
Yeah, I think this is for our daughter.
Oh, yeah.
and this is
'Cause
you can
she is
see
cosmic.
this is what we're up against.
Yeah.
This is you showing off a lot of gut action with the
But if you're
cosmic belly
16,
top.
that she's going to be so happy. That's one of her. That's a Christmas. That's a birthday present.
And I am so sorry, everyone, that I just exposed my midriff.
Oh, were you kidding? That was a thrill.
This is
they
going
loved
to be
it.
what, a Christmas present?
No, it's a birthday present because. Oh,
Well, thank you, Tommy.
You know what? Thank you, Tommy. And she'll be really happy because last night when we looked online to see when her new cosmic, very shorty tank top was arriving, it said anywhere between September 23rd and October 20th. There, That's what happens when you're a kid ordering online. Oh, you didn't like that, Olive. I did something with her. She likes behind the ears, but not the ears. It's a pity that they can't see her, but you can see her little head. She's so sweet.
Darren's asking what type of a dog. I think that she's a...
well, they think that she's got some...
She looks like a little bit of a beagle. She looks like a little bit of a chihuahua. She's definitely got some chihuahua because she's compact. I mean,
yeah, she's little. They thought Jack Russell and Chihuahua mix, but then what were they saying?
She's
some
also
sort of
maybe that Australian Shepherd.
Yeah, Australian Shepherd.
She's very timid. Something happened to her.
She got charged. So the guy who owns her, Ross and Nina, she's their dog. We just have her on loan, and Lael had her. And I thought Lael wasn't going to give her up and let me have her, because when I said, can I please come and get Olive, she sent me back the teary emoji, and I said, okay, well, I'll wait till tomorrow. But she was quite keen to get in the car. But Ross's brother's dog, who's way bigger, charged Olive, and ever since then she's been, when we walk her, we have to walk into a driveway.
You think that one experience, though, made her skittish?
Yes, she was not as afraid, because now she's afraid of other dogs, which is really a bummer. And Lael said it took her a while to kind of warm up to their dog, who's a really old, Chihuahua-y mix thing. But they did start playing together by yesterday. So then I felt a little bad that I was taking Olive away to play with me, but I really wanted Olive.
Well, it's we always love to have Olive on board.
We do, and she's so good for the show. She just sits. You're sort of like the perfect cat because you're a dog. So you.
Christopher says they've got a beagle named Olive. How about that?
Well,
rat terrier mix. Darren says rat terrier mix. Mini Saint Bernard.
Yeah, mini.
Yeah.
She's a miniature of a mini.
She doesn't have that kind of boxy snout of a Saint Bernard. So, welcome to Dog Talk.
And she doesn't do a lot of slobbering. Yeah.
Right, she doesn't. She's not a slobberer. She's not a messy, sloppy, wet-mouthed monster dog.
No, she's not. Like Hagrid's dog. What was the dog called that he had that he really loved?
Was that a two? Was that a...
Might have been a two-headed
Wasn't
dog.
there a
Fluffy.
two or
He called
three-headed
it Fluffy.
dog? Yeah.
It was really like kind of a monster and out of control. We're not allowed to talk about Harry Potter and the wizards in our house right now because J.K. Rowling is, having some problems.
Fanilla's off Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
Well, she loves Harry Potter, but she's off J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. Yes. Oh dear.
You can't win them all.
No, you really can't win them all. You've got to be so careful. And now that there's the internet to go, crazy on you.
Flavia says rescue remedy helps animals who've had a trauma or are nervous.
Oh, right.
I haven't heard of that.
Give her the drops. Well, homeopathic medicine. Yes, we could try it on her. We'd have to give her lots and lots of bottles of it.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay, well, how are you feeling about Hump Day? How are you feeling about Wednesday? How's your Wednesday going? What's happening?
I'm getting through it. I was just telling them before you got here about the championship day I've had because I've had the car damage appraised and Pedro's been here to fix the drywall, so I feel like even though other people are doing work, I've accomplished these things.
You're really killing it.
And
killing it.
Killing
it.
And then you combine that with a trip yesterday to the bank and the post office. Oh my God, this week is shaping up to be
a real doozy. You know what happened to me?
Maybe I'll write a novel tomorrow.
Oh, please. Would you please write your novel tomorrow? That would be great.
Maybe I'll just knock out
And then on the
chapter
7th day...
Uno.
No, on the 4th day, actually, Jake wroteth his noveleth. So there you go, Goddeth. Jake did iteth.
Goddeth?
God created all that stuff. I just was being silly. Because they do the ith on the end of words.
Yes.
Createth.
Yes.
Lay downeth. So I just said, Jake is going to write his novel.
Do they do that?
Well, I do it.
Yes,
I don't care what they
do.
I do my thing, they do their thing, whatever their thing is.
Yeah.
But I would love it if you wrote your novel in one day.
Yeah, the old one-day novel, that's a corker. Oh, my God. I was just reading...
Sorry, I just had a weird...
Are you okay?
Yes.
Would you like to share with everyone?
Well, you've got those lights positioned and they have a mirror in the middle of them. And the mirror
Oh, you thought
looks
you were
right
looking at some kind of a bat? Is that what you're looking at? No, what are you looking at?
It looks right into your
you.
junk. Not to anybody else, but to me. So there's a mirror over there with lights. And Jake has set it up.
I'm wearing shorts,
he
Keith,
did that
I don't have everything.
Yeah, he doesn't have his pants off. So it's not a full... I would have screamed if I looked down at you.
Yeah, as you often do. When I get out of the shower, I'm often greeted by, wah!
Yeah, well, formidable.
Yeah,
But
it is scary.
but it's just quite funny because it's like that's what a flasher would actually set up in his office.
Oh.
So he'd get some lady in here.
Let me just
And then,
put the
don't put it on because you'll stretch
cosmic
it.
shirt over the top of the mirror.
So I
There
don't
you
have to
go,
be
so you
looking
don't
at
have to
your
see it.
yeah.
All right.
I mean, not that I mind. It was really sort of like that would be what's sort of some guy with the wrong sort of intentions.
So
would do in his office. He'd set it up so the mirror was perfectly positioned.
yeah.
It's not location. It's suggestion.
Scott says the Acme Comedy Club in Minneapolis opened doing distance indoor shows. How do I feel about it? Yeah, well, that's the club that I played right before. I flew home from that gig at Acme, and we all went into lockdown. And so they've kind of been, you're saying it's a tough sell to you, Scott? Yeah, it's a tough sell to me too. But they started off their shows were virtual. All the comics were at home. You bought tickets through the club, and then you saw the comics introduce each other from their homes. And then they said, well, things have gotten a bit safer. The comics are going to come into the club, but you'll watch a virtual show, but all the comics will perform from the stage in the club. And now my understanding of what they're doing is they're having shows where you can personally attend, and also you can have the option to same show online, which I think is great because some people are comfortable with going out and they give the show a sense of realness. It's very difficult to do stand-up comedy without live people there where you can see how things are going. And so...
What about me and Olive? Would we be enough, the two of us? She's not much of a
me
laugher.
do a show for you? Yeah. Well, I don't think I could face down I'd be curious to go, well, what was wrong with that joke? And you just be, well, I didn't think it was funny.
Yeah, audience of one terrible,
but I was
critical... lady.
Yeah.
Is that what it would be? I think I'm one of your best audience members. I mean, I laugh. I have a good time.
Of course you do.
Every show.
Of course you think that.
Especially the ones that are about, me.
Quite right. Well, and you've seen probably more of my shows almost than anyone. But anyway, so yeah, I wouldn't be comfortable doing a show. And I got a phone call. Monday. I got the phone call canceling the show that I had scheduled for Seattle. It was scheduled pre-Varinus. And now, because it's coming up in September, they did email my manager and said, look, we're not going to do that. We're canceling that show. Now, I don't know if that club, Laughs in Seattle, is open for business and they've just got so limited attendance that they can't budget me, or if they're not doing any shows at all. I have to call and clarify that. But I was kind of relieved when that gig canceled, because while I was... I would be excited to be performing on stage for a live crowd again. I was a little apprehensive about doing it so soon, and I'm kind of relieved then that now that decision is taken out of my hands, because I would have been, if they said, we're doing the show, come up and do it in September, I would have been tempted to try and make that happen, even though I'm with you, Scott. I'm a little, I think I don't want to do that. Oh, Scott, you were at the show. Okay. Scott was at the show I did. Well,
yes.
All right. Anyway.
Well done. If I had my glasses on and I could read too, I would help you out, but I just can't.
Other Scott,
I can't read anything right now. Well, I can see it, but I can't read it.
Other Scott is saying something wrong about stand-up al fresco in daylight. Yeah, I think that's a bit weird, although I would consider an al fresco show, but then now you're back down to the backyard show, which I think you can do it safely for Varinus, but at the same time, I'm not interested in getting on a plane to fly somewhere to do a backyard show. And then I also want it to be a backyard that's a friendly environment.
I would imagine that people are going to be so starved for live entertainment and shows that they're going to be very good audiences. Has anyone been to I mean, I have heard, though, with the drive-in things, aren't they having trouble actually keeping people in their cars?
I think that probably is
they don't want you going to the bathroom, you've got to wear your mask, please don't go to the toilet unless you really, really need to. And
Laura says she saw Paul F. Tompkins and Mark Evan Jackson do an improv show via Zoom. Yeah, well, and I'm sure that was great. I'm a big fan of Paul F. Tompkins. I don't know Mark Evan Jackson, but I'm sure he's also great. But yeah, so it was like this. We're doing a show. We need if we did a little more preparation or writing, this show might be more action packed. But I feel like we've got a dog in this episode. You're wearing a wig and a hat.
action-packed.
Let me just say, I think we're killing it.
Well, the thing is, I mean, we're not doing a scripted show, though. We're doing a complete... This is improv. This is, we talk about what comes up. We interact with you guys. I mean, it would be, we could do a scripted show. Do you want it? Do you want a scripted show? I mean, I think we're sort of better just ad-libbing and doing our thing.
Yeah.
But, who knows? I mean, it would be weird also if we wrote jokes, because I think it's funny if you just do the thing in the moment.
Yeah, it's better.
If you were,
I like to do the thing in the moment.
Yeah,
too.
I like to do the thing in the moment. I'm so about doing the thing in the moment. If you were dropping in jokes from or things that I knew that that would be weird. If you were doing that thing that I know a very famous comedian does, that he goes before he goes out, he writes the jokes that he's going to say to the people he knows he's going to see at the big Hollywood event.
Well, there's a difference there, though, in that is an audience of people who are hopefully he's just sneaking them in. But Christopher is saying Chappelle's been doing shows at his farm there in Ohio, and he is. I mean, David's lucky that he has
a farm
the size of a following and a farm where he can attract enough people, or it makes sense to him. Anyway, I'm still thinking about those ideas, and maybe there's something like that could happen here in the LA area. I know Dana would be up for a drive and a good elephant story, but where does that leave?
Well, you are going to do the thing with Christella in October.
Oh, I'm going to do this benefit show that Belinda's setting up for Grid LA, and so that'll be available here. I think the tickets are going to be steep because it's a fundraiser, so the tickets are going to be $50, and it'll be me talking to my friend Cristela Alonso. It won't be money that's supporting she or I. It'll be money that goes to this charity. Why don't you tell them what Grid LA does?
Well, Grid LA's pretty fantastic. So Grid LA does this thing where it's not just Grid LA. There are grids in other cities apart from LA. But it's about bringing solar to low-income people, communities, and so we use grants to bring people solar. So it saves them money. Grid LA. I'm on the board in LA for the grid part, the LA part of it. But it started in Northern California, and the thing that's really cool about it is that they also then train locals in the community in solar installation. And they don't have that awful policy that if you've been in prison that you can't get a job with them. So people who are coming out of prison who have really bad prospects for getting jobs can get a job with Grid LA, learn how to install solar, and they've gone on and actually created their own solar installation businesses. So it's a sort of a...
I'm sorry, but that sound of the fart says that our time is up for the explanation of Grid LA.
Wow, Jake really cares about bringing.
Well, I think people get it. They do solar installations for low-income people, and they teach low-income people how to do solar installations. So if you give a man solar power, he can turn his lights on. But if you teach him how to install solar power, he can turn the world's lights on.
Beautifully said, Jerry. Oh my God, I'll have to use that joke when I'm emceeing the event, when it's you and Christella.
Oh, you're going to steal my line before I can go on.
Oh well, I'll probably let you have it. But it's really, it's kind of just this fantastic thing. I mean, we repair people's roofs if they're not in good nick before they put the solar on.
Because you can't...
You don't stop talking until, what is it? Don't give up, don't stop talking.
Don't stop talking.
There'll be plenty of time to stop talking later. And I like what Grid LA does. So
if you're going to put a saddle on a pig, you've got to wash him off first, and that's why you got to fix the roof. So,
oh my God, resounding endorsement from Jerry of Grid LA. So first of all, Olive was sitting up really straight and beautifully in the shot, and now she's kind of decided to relax onto my leg, which I'm kind of holding up.
Ed's considering using Tesla for their solar. I have to say, Ed, that I was thinking about that.
You mean the battery to store your solar, or
well,
the car?
They do the panels and that house battery. They've got this amazing house battery. The way it charges and discharges, very space age.
Yeah.
And I was just telling you prior to the show that I got off the phone with one of our friends, Dr. Chris Ryan's friend.
Has he got solar on the van?
I don't think it has solar, but it's got a bunch of batteries, so it can charge the batteries itself. So it's just a matter of putting a panel on to be able to charge the batteries. So it's very solar ready. It's got a sunroof. He said it's glass roof. A dentist's office had gotten it to do mobile dentist work.
I love that. Will you give me an inspection?
Then they bailed out.
An oral inspection?
Yeah.
When we're in the van?
I'll check your teeth.
Yeah.
I've been dying to cut your hair and check your teeth since we got married. So this is a big moment for me. Oh, I have to say, Cameleers, I'm very concerned about Russ and Tara from the Cameleers
Oh, what's happened to the podcast?
Well, they haven't done a new episode since June, so I really want to reach out
Oh, well,
to them
yeah,
and say
send them an
how
email
much
and
we're
make sure-
enjoying it,
yeah.
and make sure that they're okay.
Yeah, and
So-
tell them that we're sort of nicking it a little bit. We sort of, no, I mean...
I don't know that I'd put it that way. We've
Yeah.
been stealing your content, and we're wondering why you haven't posted any new
Yeah,
content.
because we need some new content for Wednesdays.
But we're not
That's when
stealing
our
it.
Cameleers report for duty.
We're commenting on it.
Duty. So, come on, Tara.
Yeah.
And what? Yeah. So...
Russ and Tara.
Russ and Tara, yes. Well, I hope they're not sick. They wouldn't live anywhere near Melbourne. They'd be in a sort of a more outbacky part of Australia, is what I would imagine, with their camels. So remember our friends Hugh, John, and Jean, and they had that really hilarious
Yes.
little car that just had the enormous
They had the tiny
solar
electric car, and then
Yeah,
they
with an
also had a
enormous
very
solar-
weird camper van
Yeah,
as well.
they're very into alternate energy. So we need to, do some more solar. But we've got a lot of trees, and man, do we get a lot of coastal fog here right now. It's August and still foggy. It got so foggy when I was surfing this morning. I got
How
cold.
foggy was it?
Foggy! It was foggy fogs.
That's
So
not you. It
What?
was so foggy. How foggy was it?
And then what's my line? Because I didn't know what my line was then, obviously. I think I said the wrong line. Did I?
When I got
did.
home, I could taste the pea soup in my hair. I don't know.
No,
I
that's not good.
Well,
No.
you're right, but that's how the jokes
work.
It was so foggy. How foggy
Oh.
was it? Metaphor, joke, punchline. That's what you do then.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
It's not just
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't. It's not just enough to wear a plastic wig and a leprechaun hat. You've also got to have some jokes.
Listen, you do stand-up comedy. I do lie-down comedy. I do a different brand of
Yeah,
comedy
no, I
than you
get
do.
it. I get it.
And if you'd like to give me, that's a comedy pointer you just gave me. Wow, right on the show in front of everybody. Thanks. What a pal.
We're partners.
yeah, right. So I was going to say that when I left the beach, I got up to my car and I did a U-turn to turn to leave. And you are on the other side of what's not PCH there. It's, but anyway, but looking down, you couldn't even see the waves. I mean, that's how foggy it was, that it was, it would have been 200 yards away, but you couldn't see anything. I mean, the fog had come in so thick. I was quite glad I was out of it. And then Mr. Kneeboarder and some other, and it got a bit crowded in the water. I'm
Mr.
like,
Kneeboarder showed up, huh?
Yeah, Mr. Kneeboarder was there. I was like, okay, I'm out.
You don't
that
like
guy.
the knee borders.
He's not very friendly. He does a funny thing. He does a Michael Jordan. He sticks his tongue out, but he doesn't hold it. You know how Michael Jordan would put his tongue out and hold it in his teeth?
No.
This guy, when he's taking off, just sticks his tongue out like that. He wants an oral exam. Would you like to come down tomorrow and give Mr. Kneeboarder an oral exam?
I don't know if I'm going to be coming down to the beach for any oral exams of knee borders, but
He's not very friendly.
I'm just getting you on the big screen. I
Oh.
wanted to do that sooner, but look, doesn't that look nice?
Well, the colours are quite pretty.
Yeah, it's very vibrant.
Yeah, I mean, my hair, well, whatever, the ladies get it. I just whipped the hat on and it's got a little thing to keep it on. So
Okay.
I use that.
All right.
Okay. All right, so then you say, how foggy was it? Well, it was so foggy when I got home. I was going to say something rude to you and then I relented. I decided I wouldn't.
Oh, you decided you
Yeah, I
weren't
was-
going to,
yeah, I
at
was
the
gonna-
last minute, you
yeah.
decided not to be mean to me? Well, thank
Rude,
you.
rude. Not mean.
you.
I'm never mean. I'm just rude.
Some people think rudeness is meanness, but not you.
Oh, no,
So-
I never say one of those biting, nasty things. I mean, if I ever in a fight ever said anything mean and horrible, no. I just don't, I think that you can't take that shit back, so don't be doing that.
Oh, Frank, our friend Frank is saying knee borders have feelings too. Don't be so hard on Frank.
No, I totally get, everybody can be out there having fun. God, there were 2 body surfers in the
See,
beginning.
Dana's got the joke. It was so foggy today. Now you ask me.
It was so foggy today. How foggy was it?
It was so foggy, the flasher just described himself. See, Dana knows how jokes
Right,
work.
okay. Well, Dana, thank you. Thank you. I don't feel shown up. I just feel helped by everybody. So, thank you.
It was so
Thank you.
foggy, Belinda couldn't find her glasses.
Yeah, well, it was so foggy I couldn't see out of my
No,
glasses.
see, but you don't have your glasses on today.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
running so fucking late. I just all I had time to do was
bingo!
I just had time to put the wig and the hat on. And I was like, oh, I'm late. And the Cameleers would be like...
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so foggy I couldn't find my way to the Jake's man cave.
Yeah.
Now
you can find your way.
Oh yeah, the
All
call
right.
of the wild.
So
yes, hello.
What a Wednesday!
Yeah, what a
I have
Wednesday.
to say, man, the weeks are just ticking by, and I feel like I was just talking to our neighbor Adam about this. I'm just relaxing more and more into the less and less things to do in the day before it's like, yeah, wake up, have some breakfast, do the show, then we hit the TV, go to bed.
Are you kidding? We do a million
No,
things
we got a
during the
lot of
day.
things done.
I've been up since 6:20.
I've been shopping for a van. We're gonna find
You've
out
been
some
shopping
new
for a
facts.
van. I should commit to some curtains today. What about that? I'll go on
Okay.
the Bed Bath and Beyond's website and I'll commit to some curtains.
So
Hello.
This is a quote from Linda Berry. Today Seize the Day is from Linda Berry from the book Cruddy, which I think is right up there. Cruddy is a bit of it's a novel. It's not it has a few of her drawings in it, but it's intense.
I'd like to do a book recommendation at the end of the show.
Would you like to do that now? Why don't you go ahead?
Okay, so there's this English writer whose name is Mick, M-I-C-K, last name Heron, and he writes lots of, sort of detective-y, sort of stuff. And he does this series called Slow House. It's about the slow horses who are disgraced MI5 and MI6 agents, and they get sent to this place called Slow House, S-L-O-U-G-H, slow as in though, and they are the cast of characters. I mean, if you like British sense of humor, those books.
Funny.
Oh, I mean, they are laugh out loud.
Oh, that's what I was going to do, a book recommendation for the book that I want to read. Charlie Kaufman
Oh, yeah.
has written a novel. And it's supposed to be crazy and great.
Oh, okay.
And so I think that
Two book recommendations. Well,
I
actually
can't
more.
recommend it because I
You haven't read
just
it
have
yet.
read the review in New York Times, but I think I'm going to pull the trigger on that one.
Well, I've read the first 4 of the Slow Horses books, and they are great. You can get them on Amazon, new or used. But I can't believe they haven't been optioned and turned into movies or a TV series because they are good. So it's thriller. And then just hilarious characters. I mean, Jackson Lamb, who runs the Slow House, he doesn't need that fart machine because he's doing a lot of farts all on his own. But just the way they describe him, and he's kind of a heavy-set guy who farts a lot. And they're in this 5-story, terrible old building, or 4-story with the stairs. And Jackson Lamb can get around completely silently and scare the shit out of
If
the
you'd like
guys.
to read a novel about British cops who are in a 5-story...
MI5. So these were secret agents,
They're in a
Jerry.
5-story walk-up office building, and one of them farts a lot. This is right up your bullet.
No, there's all kinds of stuff that happens. It's after September 11th, so there's all kinds of kind of crazy terrorism stuff in there as well. It's plot and character driven. The characters are great, and the plot is good as well. So that's about it. And then and back to your book that you haven't even read yet, that you're doing a review of. I mean, I feel like my book review is a little more bona fide than your book review, Jer.
Well, my book review wasn't a book review. It was
It's a preemptive book review.
Not preemptive. Preemptive would mean that it's in place of the book review. I'm going to get that book. I'm going to read that. It's called, I think, Ant World, Charlie Kaufman. I'm going to get that book and read it. But meanwhile, maybe tomorrow we can talk about the book that I just finished, that I had reread and give it to my friend Ken Grimwood, Replay. I highly recommend it. I won't give away any spoilers, but I'll tell you a little bit more about it because now I've finished it. So today's Seize the Day is from Linda Berry. No matter what, expect the unexpected, and whenever possible, be unexpected.
Ooh.
Boom, Linda Berry.
Yeah, I like that one. Be unexpected. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, channel that.
Huh. Did you expect that?
No, but I don't know. I've got nerves of steel.
You do.
I mean, I didn't even flinch.
It didn't even phase
Olive
Olive.
did- yeah.
What about this? Did you expect that?
No, but that doesn't make me flinch either. That sort of makes me cringe
right.
slightly. But I'm
Quick
sure.
temperature check.
Maybe
No,
if you're watching the video.
yesterday was a false alarm.
Yeah,
You were
yesterday
fine.
was totally a false alarm, but it was weird because we did me, then we did you, then we did me again.
I'm at 97.7.
Okay.
You might be a bit hot because you've got.
I've got a wig on and
No,
a hat.
98.9. You're fine.
Okay, phew.
All right.
Phew.
We'll see you all tomorrow.
Christ is
Thank you
averted.
for watching. Don't give up.
No.
There will be plenty of time to give up later.
Giving up is nonsense. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Even if you want to. I mean, you could give up on cooking a gourmet dinner if it seems like too much work. You've got permission granted to give up on doing that, but not any of the fun other stuff that you like to do.
All right.
How was that for some motivational Wednesday Cameleer Hump Day? Was that good?
Well, that was great. And here's what
Yeah.
Darren says. Thanks so much. Laughing is so helpful. I really appreciate you guys. Well, we really appreciate all of you guys. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, everybody.
For some F-bombs.